Hold tight.
Close like quantity here.
Yeah, but if you think if you're to say with a pitch of the roof, this probably needs to be quite narrow. Because if you're coming out there and by the time the ridge goes up,
it's just going to be a very shallow pitch, isn't it?
I don't know what they come. They probably come as standard. It's a kit form, isn't it? I reckon that light's in the wrong place.
Good one.
I reckon.
Not going to be happy.
I reckon that light is. That's
right here.
You didn't say that. You literally
did.
It's being latex tomorrow, and you've gone, oh, Scott told me latex today. He said, no, latex today. You didn't say that. Fuck off anyway. What is it stopping you doing?
Get on the floor.
Huh?
Doing stuff on the floor.
What you got to do?
What, here?
Yeah.
Random stuff.
Well, there's some external lights for you to do. Just go home, mate. Paid you for the full, don't you? It don't matter. Wednesday morning, we are back. We had a short week break. Wednesday morning, we are back. Sorry, we had a week's break. Quite hard to film. The client's moving in now, so we want to give him some privacy. We're not going to be filming upstairs, but the first floor is complete. You will, however, see it when everything is fully done and we can get some finished shots. Things are cracking on well. You wouldn't have seen, but we've gone and installed the shingle to all the drive to the courtyard. We've done some bits inside that you will see, and we're also constructing some of the canopies now. So Aidan and George are just round the side. We are constructing the bespoke timber canopy to the utility doors. Timber canopy. So we are having a glass piece made. This is going to sit on top here. So we had a sort of jig around with the design. Originally it was going to fall forwards with a guttering, but then we went away with that. That wasn't really going to work. So how we've adapted is this is now falling towards that gutter there. So we're going to have our glass running into the gutter, and it means that we don't need any guttering pieces around the front. We don't need any downpipes, and it's a lovely detail. Some more details that you wouldn't have seen is the rear garage door is now installed. Pole just needs to come back. The door needs to be raised. You'll see it's out of line here, and we just need to trim up the externals there. Fascia and soffit is nearly done. Zach just needs to come back and silicone between the soffit and the existing wall. Around the front of the build, as you'll see, shingle really finishes it off. Took us some time just to scrape this back, clear it up, put the concrete in places as you saw before, but now this is down, it gives us sort of feel that we're getting closer to the end, of which we are. The team have installed these ACO drains. We actually need to change this top grid here, so we're going for a black and a smaller hole, because this shingle, as happens here, you're just constantly going to be picking out shingle from the grid. So if we go for a smaller black section, then shingle can go over the top, it can still drain away, and you're not going to be losing shingle down there. Porch. So the porch is going ahead. Aidan's just marked this out here. So where these blue lines are noted down, we need to concrete this area. So we need to do a hardcore, we need to do a 150mm concrete, and then the customer has bought a oak porch kit, which we're going to install. We did price it ourselves, but it's going to be cheaper for the customer to buy the kit and then we install that. I'll post a picture here of the design. Lovely. Inside on the build. But as you'll see from behind me, Aidan has now finished the bench storage seating. We've got our low-level shelves, and we've got an area where the customer is going to get some cushions made size, and they can use that area as it looks out into the courtyard, and it's a nice little seating area for when you're putting your shoes on, things like that. In regards to storage again, we've now constructed our bespoke boot room storage. Shelving inside, we've got a rail to install at the top here. You'll see our method of 18mm and 6mm. Just makes the doors more rigid, and everything works beautifully. A little tip with cupboards that you might not know. So, Blum soft close hinges. There's a little button here. So if the door is really slow at closing, you can turn off the soft close on a couple of the hinges. Close the door. And then once you're closing, now 2 of the soft closes have stopped, and it runs a lot smoother. I'll change that back before I get showered at. Perfect. Behind me, a floor is being installed. So this is our Antico flooring finally going down. Latex yesterday, so when that's done, it's really going to finish off down here. I'm quite excited. Unfortunately, that's all we can see on the ground floor today, because they're getting ready in there to just smash it out. So I don't want to be walking all over the place and interrupting that.
Looks a bit low. Sounds like a little bit low, doesn't it? Do you know why it's low, George?
Why? Should we get concrete under it?
What did you just say?
Started watching American Horror Story.
Oh yeah, which one?
Asylum.
Yeah, me and you were talking about that the other day.
It's honestly the most
That one?
frustrating thing I've ever watched in my life.
Is that the one where he goes, he's escaping? Yeah, that's it. He's escaping! The killer is escaping. It's a porch made of wood and there's a bit of glass going on the top and it's going to actually look banging. There you go.
Good morning. It is Thursday. The week is flying by. Aidan and George done a great job yesterday of constructing this rear canopy. This is now ready for us to install some glass on, as we spoke about. So the glass is just going to fall off the side here and go into the gutter. Rather than having a lean on the actual whole roof, what we've done is install this level and cut the angle on the top. So then the angle is at the top of the cover and it's not on the slope from the front. Quality job from the guys. Looking forward to getting some glass on it. We actually just need to also finish up some bits. We need to get a rubber sort of grommet around the flue there. We need to do some pub work around the waist, core holes. Give it another little clear down. FMV cleaning will be booked in soon to get the ground floor done. Freddie, the painter's had to go home because there's 4 floor fitters here and he can't get on. Round the front of the big build, Aidan and George are just preparing the concrete slab for the porch now. We've got some drainage to sort out, which we'll see there. So that's going to go into a gully underneath that downpipe there. And then Aidan, we extending the eco drain up to this point. There you are, straight from the horse's mouth. Eco drain to the side section there of the porch. We're just waiting on the final dimensions of the porch and then we're there.
As soon as your face goes, bro, I can't even look at you.
Why?
Your face doing this. And then we can...
What do you mean?
You're just talking there.
That is the end of this week's video. Another short one. We really are struggling to film content. We're trying to keep it there for you, but it's probably going to be a bit hit and miss. There's not much we can film, obviously, for privacy, like we spoke about before. Landscaping does start. It's been delayed a week because weather's been atrocious for us, UK this summer. So that's been delayed, but that's starting not next week, week after. Painter's cracking on well inside and we are just waiting for things like the front door, the porch. Plumbers are waiting on the kitchen to be finished, so is electrician. We're getting there, but this is the struggles with what we can and can't film, but we're trying to record as much as we can, whether it's a sort of 2-week basis and then we deliver that might be the case. But thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.